going to win.
Salty now, just a little bit.
That's all right. You deserve the saltiness. You deserve the sprinkle of the salt.
Okay, so that everybody that knows, we.
Guys, we're back for another episode of the Baseball Stat Nerds podcast. We cover our fantasy league happenings and everything around the league. This is Stat Nerd. I'm Robbie. We got Dinkle Nerd, Michael Cooper with us, and we got Clueless with us for his third episode. Say hi, guys.
What's up, y'all?
Cooper's not even saying hi. He's just like staring at the camera. All right. So how did last week go?
We're not talking about it. That's how it went.
You got stomped, and it was funny to watch because you thought you had it.
God.
You thought you had it, and you because
I got because he had a backup plan in his daddy.
I wasn't gonna let him fail.
I was told he had no way of touching it. He had no way of changing his team. And then on Wednesday, he's got 6 pitchers going. Yeah, I got screwed.
I was gonna trade him the 2 pitchers that weren't pitching, and then I looked at the score and I was like, I'm not gonna put a nail further deeper into the coffin than it already is, so I'll just let it go.
See, the thing that I love most about that last week, Corey, is you believed him. You believed when he said, I'm not going to touch the roster.
I didn't have time. I initially did not have time to touch the roster, which is why you didn't see me. You saw me missing pitching slots that were open on mine, along with his. I did not have time because I was busy dealing with something at work. However, when I was told over text, I was told by Tim that he has 3 on the bench and you don't have a pitcher. I'm like, sold, and logged in and spent a couple minutes actually fixing it. That's how you lost. You lost because you got cocky and you thought you had it.
Team.
No, you thought
I got
you
triple
had it.
team. That's what happened.
You thought you had it. You want me to do it the next time? Okay, fine. How about this? The next time I will trade him all my good players. I will purposely throw my weak just to send him all of my good players and allow him to wipe the floor with you with over 1,000 points. I will do it.
Or you and I do what we were talking about. We do 1,000 points on our own.
No, I'm not that petty.
So the
you
thing
are
I love
no
most
longer
about
allowed to be mad that I beat you by 18 because of this shit.
I'm not mad about that. I'm just mad about fantasy and how they allow that.
So just want to say real quick, Corey, you believed him. Like, he's been busy. Yes, he's been very busy. He's managing to launch both teams. But when he says that he can't have it, he's
2-5. So, like, how do you not believe him when he's 2-5? You know what I mean?
If I can manage to work full time, go to school full time, play golf once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and be on a semi-professional Counter-Strike team, I'm pretty sure I can find time
to edit 5 minutes of a lineup. 5 minutes is how long it takes to look at a lineup.
You still cheated.
So last week
I got hosed. That's all it is. I got hosed.
Cooper wasn't on the call with us. He was very busy with work, so we came up with some predictions.
Apparently not that busy.
And Corey's predictions was that
I was going to beat it by 200.
He was going to win.
I was going to beat it by 200. 100%.
And then he just said I was going to win.
Just because by looking at his lineup at the time, he had nobody. And I was 100 points ahead on Tuesday.
So he did think he was going to win. He also put money. He also put his bet on me winning, and then Ethan having a 60-point difference, and then having Cooper's game be a close game as well.
And I think I had Cooper winning that one. Was it?
Hang on, we're gonna get to that. And then I believed the kid was going to win because I had a feeling that it was going to work out in the kid's favor, and it ended up doing that. I believed that Ethan was going to win that I was going to win and that Rose was going to win.
A little salty now, just a little bit.
That's all right. You deserve the saltiness. You deserve the sprinkle of the salt.
Okay, so that everybody that knows, we all talk all the time.
Corey believed that there was going to be a close game between Cooper and Rose by 60 points. Well, it was not 60 points. It was a 96-point difference, or an 86-point difference. Sorry. So, I mean, like, not within 35.
That's definitely close enough.
And then he believed it was going to be a 60-point difference between Ethan and Meredith. That is not a 60-point difference. That is a 211-point difference in Meredith's favor.
I didn't think...
Wait, last week?
Yep, last week. Meredith took the game against Ethan by 211
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Points.
That's right.
Meredith had the top scoring team for the week.
Yeah, she ain't gonna have that this week.
What? Oh, yeah.
She ain't gonna have that this week. It doesn't.
It's only
look
2
like
days
it.
in.
At least
Only
for
2
right
days
now.
in, Corey. And we've seen what happens when pitchers get slotted.
Yeah, I know. Some of us get screwed.
But I was able to. I had an easy winning.
Look at his side eye. Look at his side eye.
You didn't realize, like, you guys are over here. The camera is over here. I'm looking at you, technically.
No,
So
I didn't, because that just made that whole thing better. Is what that did.
I had an easy week against Shane, by none.
Must be nice.
Well, I mean, Cooper's got the easy week this week.
I do.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention.
I have the easy week next week, so
I hope he wins.
I haven't.
just saying.
That was my bet last time.
Well, I was also sicker than a dog, and I wasn't really checking anything then either. So, on that first one,
And it's
gonna be a lot different on this one.
and it's me versus you next week.
Yeah,
too. So
I know. I've got to beat Rose this week, so I hang on to some kind of semblance of a lead. So that going into hey,
I hope you
Hey.
don't.
fingers crossed I get a win.
I should get in and brute force my way into your roster and then drop all your players.
Don't you dare!
I could. You know I
I'd
can.
rather you don't use your powers
do
for
it.
evil.
I need better
all right.
I need better hitters. Do it.
So when it comes to like scores last week,
Ugh.
something that stood out to me that was interesting. It was really interesting. Who do you think had the number one best day or the high last week on a single day?
I'm trying to figure out how to get back to get to
The spreadsheet. So while you're
not the spreadsheet on the actual like. Oh, here we go. You said last week.
week 8. The number one person with the high, the best day for the week was Meredith at 224. The next closest person to Meredith for the high, the single best day of the week was Ethan at a 187. And then me at a 186. So like...
Yeah, then the kid had a 173 and then a 176.
Yeah. So like that difference there, and then your best day was a 163, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
So just all in all, the
came in that middle when I had all those pictures.
Yeah, I know. The person that had the lowest scoring day, besides Shane, we're not even going to consider Shane in this because the CPU, just in my opinion, wouldn't matter. The person with the lowest day was Ethan with 21 points and an average points per day of 99.
Oh my god! I thought it was gonna be me because I had two.
Yeah, you had a 53.
I had a 53 and a 61.
So,
and a 71.
Like the overall average there for everybody was around 100 points. No one really took it away except for Meredith at 130 points per day. So like everyone stayed pretty even keel. That wasn't a very hard hitting days for a lot of people, or there were not a lot of hard hitting days for everybody. But there was definitely some pretty action-packed point segments for pitchers, for batters, back and forth. The scores were not really far apart, except for just Mirith at almost 900 or over 900 points. First time in a while, everyone's been pretty close to each other. But what I want to sit on for a second is benched points. Mirith had 924 points she scored, but had 283 points that were sitting on the bench with an average of 40 points per day. And a lot of those players,
oh my God, that's not
like a lot of those players would have made incremental differences between like changing this person out, changing that person out, except for a couple pitchers that could have gotten her close to 1,000. But still, like that was incredible. Whereas like I had 111, Cooper, you had 208, Corey had 202, Ethan had 212, Rose had 313. Rose had the most points on the bench in comparison. Rose could have probably switched a couple of those games with some of his hitters because they were going off on the bench but not going off on lineup, which was really interesting to watch. So just all in all, a lot of interesting things happened last week that I did not expect. Like I didn't think it was going to be that close for nearly everybody, and it was nice to watch a little bit of a balanced week.
Weird definition of balanced week.
Yeah. As far as baseball goes, balanced week. But this week is already panning out to be different. Like back into the hot bats. Who do we think is going to win next week? Corey? No. This week that we're in right now, who do you think is going to win week 9 for your matchup?
this week. Oh, 9.
Okay. Who's going to win me and Rose?
Can there be a tie?
It's very unlikely.
The likeliness of it being a tie is like 1,000,000 to 1, dude.
It's a very, very minute.
You're not going to get a million. You're not going to really get a tie. That's almost impossible.
Me and the kid were tied after the second day.
Yeah,
that's different. That's the second day.
That's not the entirety
that's
of
not
the week.
whole. That's not the whole week.
It's close enough.
I love your logic.
I don't have any. That's why it's funny. Which one are you using? Wait, you two are fighting for the other side, aren't you? Oh, okay. So that one doesn't matter to me. Okay, cool. Well, as I'm looking at it right now, I would say probably you.
Okay.
But it could jump the other.
So me or Rose?
Yeah. Like my head, I'm saying you, but I think you'll win, but he'll make it.
Okay, I'm putting you down as indecisive. When it comes to Ethan and the kid, who's going to win?
I want the kid to win that one, to be honest.
And now when it comes to Shane and Cooper, who's going to win?
Shane.
It's not going to happen,
dude.
Coop, 100%.
For your matchup, Coop, you're going with you, right?
No, I'm going to purposely drop everybody and lose.
I don't think you can even lose by dropping everybody at this point in the game.
I don't either.
The kid or Ethan?
Well, if I can actually, I actually went through the roster this week and I moved everybody around as needed. So probably him.
You think the kid?
Yeah.
And Corey or Mirith?
It's literally tied across the board for that. Hold on. Give me a sec. I'll tell you.
I'm your best friend. What the heck are you doing?
The word definition of best friend.
Yeah, I know, right? Somebody I talk to every day. Yeah, I know, right? You have me down for a Coop, right? Okay, because I was just trying to get aroused out of it.
I know.
Because next week I'm gonna get the same thing. So I think I got Shane next week.
So we're already on Tuesday. Okay.
That'll help me out a little bit.
I mean, you need everything you can get to get caught up right now, Mr. 3 and 5.
Yeah, I know, but I'll be 5-5 in 2 weeks, so he'll probably.
I am going to choose. It's probably going to be Corey.
Okay, and then me or Rose.
Whole reason why I say that is because if he actually just leaves it the way it is, doesn't add or take anybody away, pitching alone, it's going to put him to 16 pitchers this week. He's going to be 16 out of 12.
Jesus.
Yeah, because on Sunday, so the last day, he's got 5 pitchers total. Right now, he's at 6 for the week.
That's why I'm not. That's why this week I was texting Tim and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, would you do this or would you do that?" I'm really mad I didn't put Paddock in over Steele today.
Because Paddock did better, didn't he?
I'm really upset about it. He went 40. But I was going to put him with Steele, but I was like, no, I need everything.
I would leave Steele out. He's not good like he was last year.
No, he's only going to have 14. You're only going to have 14. So, so if I'm looking directly at yours itself so far for the week, and I'm looking at your actual fantasy points for the week, she should beat you.
You think Rose is going to beat me?
No. They should no.
Oh,
Mirith should beat him.
You think Mirith is going to beat Corey?
Should. Knowing how things have been playing out, I'm hoping that the amount of points you get is lackluster based off of what they actually have done through this, because
I had
you're
a
literally
lot of good points today.
You're literally looking at you are literally looking at like
very minimal, yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at very minimal points pitcher wise.
I had a lot of good hitting today, though. A lot of my guys hit home runs today.
Yeah, so we'll
see.
So anyway, moving on.
And then me or Rose?
Rose.
Going Rose?
100%.
Okay. Because you want me to lose.
I want you to
so
lose.
that I can get closer to you, so that you can tie me. I know what this is about. I'm fully.
I'm so glad you guys are on that side of the team.
We already know what my predictions are for the week because you guys can see the spreadsheet. You guys have saw what I put in the Discord, and I'm just gonna put it here on record. I believe that that the kid is.
You're gonna go by the draft predictions, and you're gonna leave it as is. You're gonna let the predictions tell you which one you're gonna get.
Yep.
Basically, like you do every single year, like you have done every week, and you've been wrong every week.
Well, I was actually not wrong last week.
Oh, 1 week out of 9. It's 15% of the time.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. Like, it has me beating Rose, it has you beating Shane, it has Ethan beating the kid, and it has Mirith beating Corey. So that's what I'm going with, because I believe in my predictions that we will see as they get better throughout the weeks, that it'll be more and more accurate, and it will improve. So I'm sticking with it. I'm going to go with it. Because why not? Been using it, building it, might as well go with my own predictions and whatnot. When we look at players for the week, though, something that was kind of interesting is when we look at last week's top 3 players per team, there were one person had 100 points last week. Aaron Nola, your pitcher, Corey, your pitcher.
Yeah, because he had 68 on what was it,
on Wednesday? Yeah, he pitched a complete game.
Had a complete game. He had like 9 or 10 strikeouts or something.
I'm sending you a trade request.
No.
I
will give you 2 pitchers for Aaron Nola.
You could take those 2 pitchers.
I'll give you Cease. I'll give you Cease, Smiley, and Skeens.
That's 3
for Nola. For Nola.
No.
I hope Nola takes a ball face.
I'll give you Jones for Skeens.
So we had the one player that had more than 100 points, but then we had one person had 90 points. That was Freddie Freeman. his grand slam and his couple home runs last week helped him stay above that average for the hitters. So we had one above 100, one above 90, but then we had one in the 80s, one in the 80s, who was Yan Diaz on Shane's team. He had 85. But then this is where it gets better. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the 70s. Oh, sorry. I missed Aaron Judge, had 87 points. Aaron Judge actually earned you points last week, Coop. And then Alonso had 89. So we had three in the 80s, one in the 90, one in the 100, and then we had 8 in the 70s. And everyone else was just underneath that.
2 of the top 3 players.
Yeah, like that's incredible to be able to see that and just be able to know that now baseball has started and now hitting is becoming more and more prominent.
So like we've always said, that it does not matter where they're at until about June.
Yeah.
We've always said about June, and that's when things start changing. You can then get an idea because then 3 months have basically passed, or 2 months have basically passed at that point. 2 full months, not like the week or whatever it is in March doesn't count.
The 7 days that we play into March that begin April, yeah,
if that, or 4 days, whatever it is, that don't count. And now is because there's been enough of a sample size, and this is when it starts to actually matter.
Well, and it's interesting to watch pitchers that were doing really well to start the season. Now that they've had a second look from teams, are getting more hits against them, more runs against them, more everything. That is now going to start impacting their ERA and start pushing more teams closer and closer together, or further and further apart, because now they're getting those second looks, those pitching eyes. Just everyone is now tuned in into baseball, and it's almost June. We've got what, 2 weeks for June? So we got 2 more weeks of the starting baseball.
Yeah.
One thing I want to point out that I want to show you guys. Oh, if I can type. Where did it go? I'm just trying to find this real fast. No, I'm trying to think of... Where'd it go? There it is. I think I finally found the article. There we go. All right. So I'm pretty sure you've seen this, Coop, because you tune in on these things like I do. But Shota Imanaga's rookie year with the MLB puts him currently at, I believe he's at 6 or 7 starts so far right now. He has baseball's lowest ERA of any starting pitchers. 9 career starts since 1913. His ERA is currently a .84. He's a 30-year-old rookie. He's out of Japan. He is incredible in all aspects. He's actually surpassed Fernando Valenzuela's .91 ERA of 1981, which is the year he won the NL Cy Young Award and the Rookie of the Year award while carrying the Dodgers towards a World Series title. So
if Imanaga does not win Cy Young Award for the National League, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, like this southpaw that
he deserves it. Now, unless he gets hurt, if he gets hurt or something happens where they start hitting off of him and it starts taking a nosedive, then, or technically you can't have ERA take a nosedive. It's got up technically, or it got to go up. Then it starts to start climbing that hill. He should get that. He should get the Cy Young, hopefully.
Yeah, like it's just incredible that it's his first 9 starts. He's only given up runs to one team. Do you remember what team that was?
That was the very beginning. It was the very first start he ever had.
So
it was the fucking Dodgers, I think.
I'll pull it up.
Where he couldn't control. He had no control.
I'm gonna reshare this real quick for you guys. Screen. Touch screen. Showed us runs allowed were from the Marlins and the Red Sox and the Padres. Those are the only teams that he's allowed runs against. He allowed 2 against the Padres, 1 against the Red Sox, and 2 earned runs against the Marlins. None from the Dodgers, none from the Mariners, none from the Rockies, Braves, or the Pirates, or the Mets. Like, the hot teams, the Braves, the Mariners, the Dodgers, he shut them down. But it's the middle of the road teams that took him for the distance. The ones that are good at hitting left-handed pitchers. In my opinion, they're better hitting left-handed pitchers.
Right.
So that's my stat snippet for the week. So
all I can say is we'll see.
I mean, it's too early to tell. Like we'll say again about All-Stars, too early to tell, but some good stuff to start the season.
Until the All-Star break, we don't know yet. It's still early.
All right. So that's all we got for tonight, everybody. It's been a wonderful weekend episode. We got some awesome stuff happening as our league is now flopped back in to us in matches against each other for the second rotation, as we see how baseball starts flourishing for the next couple weeks going into June and then into July for this next set of 8 games, and we're excited to see how this goes. Stay tuned for next week's episode, and I'll see you everyone on the next one. And this is Baseball Stat Nerds signing off. Have a good one.